Hi everybody, it's Diana, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with another Teach Me Tuesdays video. And today I'm going to show you, I showed you a little sneak peek on my blog, but today I'm going to show you how to do this cute little card here. And we're going to make paper ribbons and bows. So look how cute the card is. And I even put a little extra of the DSP on the inside. So let us start. Probably a year ago, I got a cute birthday card from my friend Shannon Bedingfield, and this is the cute card here. And I just said I have to totally make this card one day. So I put it aside and I just kept looking at it because I knew I was going to make it. Then one day I'm messing around with the rectangle framelits, the stitched ones, and I did a rectangle. It was wrong size, so I had to do a smaller one. And then what happened was it left me with a little strip. It's hard to see because it's the black, but this is the real one. So this also sat on my desk because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to show how to make this really cute paper ribbon because it looks like it's a stitched piece of ribbon. So then the other day I was like, I have to do that. And then I thought, I'm going to put those two cards together. And basically that's how this card was born. So again, that's the backstory. Let's begin. So this is the Tropical Oasis DSP. And I just cut this at 3.5. So you can really cut it as big as you want it. I'm also using the Mango Melody cardstock. So I'm going to set that aside. So to begin, most of us probably have the stitched rectangle framelits. So then what you want to decide is if your present is smaller, you wouldn't have to use as big a one. So what I did first was, this is just using real red because this is the cardstock that goes with the Tropical Oasis DSP. So I cut out a big rectangle with the framelit. Then you want to decide how big you want your ribbon, like how thick. There are a bunch of different rectangle sizes. So if you choose a larger one, you'll get the skinny piece like I have here. But I wanted this to be a little bit thicker. So then I chose the next size in. So then I knew that I would get like a bigger ribbon when I did that. So then you put this back on your Big Shot and then put that in the center. And then I usually hold it down with a Post-it note. That way it doesn't wiggle and jiggle on you. Then you're going to run it through. And then when you run it through, you'll have like an inside one. So you could do the same thing. You could grab another one and then you'd have like some smaller pieces. But I was good with just this piece. So this is the piece that I'm left. Now you could use this as a frame, you could do so many things with it, but today I'm making it be the ribbons. Alright, so then all I'm doing is I'm just going to cut the long ends, and don't throw away your smaller ends because you could do a smaller box with those, okay? So get those aside, then pull out your present. Now I'm going to put this on my grid sheet so that I know I'm gluing these straight. So now I'm just going to take my snail, put a little bit of snail on my strip, and then using my grid lines, I'm going to put this strip here and match it up the top. So I have one going that way, and then I'll grab my next one. And again, using my grid lines. So this time, I got a little bit of snail on there. Okay, so this time I want to make it be this one and this one. And I hope it's straight. The camera's in my way, so I can't really look over it. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and when I cut these off, I want to come out a little bit. I don't want to cut them right to the DSP because the ribbon would be thicker than the box, right? Like when you wrap a present, the ribbon is thick, so there's a little bit of an edge. So this just gives you kind of that look that it's wrapped around. Okay, so now for the fun part. Now I'm using the big daisy punch. So I've already punched out a red daisy, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm just going to gently fold up and soften the petals of the daisies. Okay. Not super hard, because you can tear them if you're not careful. Then I'm going to take one of the black dimensionals, and I'm going to put it in the center of the daisy, and I'm going to zoom in, and I hope I don't mess with the focus. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to do is, okay, so peel the little dimensional off, and then you're going to bring your little daisy ends, and you're just going to bring them in, and you're just going to touch that dimensional. Don't pull it over all the way. You just want it to basically kind of fold that petal in half and stick it to the dimensional. So see how you're just kind of getting that stuck there. So keep going all the way around. I had tried all sorts of different ways to do it, and this just worked out to be the easiest. You could use glue dots too, but the dimensional just because it's right there was a little easier. So now you have this. So it almost looks like a poppy. So you could even put a black center. But this time I just did a red. So I'm going to do, and this is the little 1/2 inch circle. I'm going to punch a little 1/2 inch circle. Then I'm going to take another black dimensional, and I'm going to stick it on there, and then you're going to make sure that you snag all those little all those little petal ends that you just glued down, and then you're going to put the top, and then just give it a good push so that it's good and stuck. I'm going to take a little gel pen, because you know me and my little gel pen, and I'm going to put a little highlight like that, and then you're going to stick it on to here. Now what I did do was I wanted a little tag. So this is just a little pineapple, and that comes from the Timeless Tropical stamp set. So I stamped it with the real red, and then when I used the Big Shot, I left the fold, so that way I allowed it to be a tag. So that will open, and then I'm just taking some baker's twine, and I'm going to just make it as a little tag. So I'm going to fold that in half, and I punched it with a little hole. Now there's no way I'm going to be able to get that thread in there. So this right here is a needle threader, and you can get them at like Joann's and like things like that. So I just stuck it in the hole, then I'm going to grab my thread, and I just pull it right through. You can also use, if you have braces, if your child has braces, you can use brace flossers, but I always seem to lose those, and this is just easier to see. Okay, so then I'm going to stick this on here, and then I'm going to take my glue dots, and I'm going to glue that on here, which makes the little present. So let me show you the finished card again. So look how cute that is, right? And then I just put, may your birthday be memorable. So when I was making this, I thought, okay, this is definitely, I mean, it could be a girl card, but to me this is more like a guy card, you know? So I thought, I have to do a girly one. So then I pulled out, what did I use for this one? So I used the Dress to Impress stamp set, the All Dressed Dies, and the Best Dressed DSP. And then I also used the tassels that come with that suite. And this time I used the lovely lipstick, but I changed the center of the bow to go with the petal pink. And then I did the same thing on the inside. And I did tack these down, the little tags, with a glue dot behind, just so they're not too wiggly on there. But aren't those adorable? All right, Now, just so you know, if you do not have the rectangle dies and you are interested in getting the all dressed up dies, it makes a cute little purse, and that's where I got the shoe from. It also has like a strap piece. So you could also get this kind of the same look with these straps as you did that I did with the rectangles. The stitch is just a little different, but it would totally work that way if you don't have the rectangle ones. So there are two ways to do it. So hopefully you'll think, hey, I'm gonna like totally make that. I know I'm gonna make a bunch more. So if you have questions, make sure you pop on over to my blog. If you need anything, let me know, and I'd love to be your demonstrator. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.